Okay everyone, so in this next lesson, I just want to show you here an example on how you can go and use the audio tag, which is used to embed sound content in our document, such as music or other audio streams. So it will be containing one or more source tags with different audio sources, and the browser will choose the first source it supports. We can see here in the documentation that the text between the audio opening tag and the audio closing tags will only be displayed in the browser that do not support the audio element. And if we go down here, we can see the attributes that we can use. The autoplay will be specifying the audio will start playing as soon as it is ready. The controls will allow us to specify the audio controls, such as play, pause button, and etc. And for the loop, specifies that the audio will start over again every time it is finished. And when we say muted, specifies that the audio output should be muted. Preload will be specifying if and how the author thinks the audio should be loaded when the page loads. We can also see here the source attribute, which will be containing the value URL that will be specifying the URL of the audio file. So if we try to go and try it here, I already opened the browser here. You would see in the example here, we have the audio element that contains the audio opening tag and the audio closing tag. And we have the source element that contains the source to where the file is located. We can also see here the type attribute that specifies the supported audio formats in HTML, which are MP3, WAV, and OGG file formats. So if we try to go and put this inside of our code editor, just take note that the text here will only be showing up on our browser if the browser does not support the audio element. So if we go back to our project here, and let me open our code editor here, and I go and try to put this inside of our markup, just below our div here inside of our header. Let's save that, and I'm going to replace this with a guitar riff that I made. So this is a guitar riff that I made with my guitar, and I'm going to change this to WAV, and here I'm also going to change this to WAV here. So let me just go and refresh the browser here, and if we go down here, you would see now that we have our controls. And if I play this, you would see that we were able to embed music into our web page. So we can go and reposition that and so on. So I'm hoping that gave you an idea on how we can use the audio tag here. And if we try to play with it and we change the attribute to autoplay, let me just go back to our code editor and let's replace this with autoplay. Then let's go back to our browser and then refresh it. You would see that the controls are now gone. However, let me just go and allow autoplay for audio and refresh. So you would see that we can also mute that depending on the browser that you're using. I'm using Firefox for this course. I just wanted you to also understand that there's an audio tag that you can use and maximize in your projects and your future projects. Now you can go and insert some music in your website if you want your viewers to listen to music, or let's say you talking about your website or your products and so on. So that will be all for this lesson. Let's now proceed to our next lesson, from where we will be editing our content here inside of our text box div. So thank you and see you on our next lessons.